What's up guys, Andres here with another video for you. Today we're going to take a look at the Hashashin Awakening as well as the Succession, but it's going to be on a separate video. So the Awakening is what we have to look at right now. He has a double-edged sword, a giant double-edged sword, kind of like Thanos. Looks pretty cool. So we're going to take a look at his skills. Not many to go through, but I can tell you right now, I like what I see. We're going to start off with his ultimate since we have full rage right now. His ultimate is his forward F dash. What we saw in the trailer was actually his 200%. This is his 100%. So here's what it looks like. Really cool. But you see there's a wind up to it, and the damage only comes at the very end, you see, with the two snakes. So just keep that in mind. Now let's get into the actual skills. Awakening here. Remember, with Awakening, you can also use your pre-awakened skills. So everything we knew from the pre-awakened kit still applies. So we can still use all the pre-awakened skills. Now we just have awakened stuff. So just keep that in mind as we go through. This is the Shift Q. This is his buff. Okay. Pretty cool looking. Let me actually see if I can change the camera angle. Yeah. There we go. That way you guys can see. So Shift Q gives him a 30% crit rate for 30 seconds, accuracy rate plus 15%, which is pretty important because from what I saw, he doesn't really have a lot of accuracy modifiers, and he needs a lot of accuracy, in my opinion. So attack speed plus 20% is also very good for this buff, and it lasts 30 seconds. Nothing crazy like the Guardian one where you have SA for 10 seconds. That would have been great, but unfortunately we don't have that, but it's still a decent Shift Q. Now this Shift E skill is probably my favorite skill in his kit. Really completely changed everything I knew about Hashashin when I first saw it. So Shift E, it's I think it's called Sand Trap or something like that. It's very low damage. It's a bound on good last hit, 13-second cooldown. Doesn't seem that exciting. Let's see if I can show it on this wolf. It's probably gonna die. Shift E. See, the wolf was hovering right here. I'll have a clip over this while I talk to you about Shift E. Basically, Shift E is this grab. So Hashashin does have a grab in the form of what this skill is, Shift E. Basically, if you have a good hit on the skill, or you're near enough, it will teleport your opponent a little bit further away from you into into the air, and will be writhing inside a snake. And that will be a bound CC. So once it lands, it's essentially basically his grab. It goes through block. So yeah, best skill Hashashin has for sure. I loved it. As soon as I saw that you could do this, it was mind-blowing. His dash is the same. So something to note about the dash, it's the same. You do an attack at the end. Okay? And when you're in pre-awaken, so we're in pre-awakening right now, if we dash, we go into awakening. So that's one way to go from pre-awakening to awakening. It's very nice. In terms of mobility with the dash, if you start with the dash, you can go into dash forward F, right click, and then if you dash again left click, you go into pre-awakening. You can right click for that. You can forward F from pre-awakening, and then you can dash again to go back into awakening. His movement is fairly good. It's fairly good. Alright, let's go back to where we started. Oh man, this class is so fun. Okay, so we have the dash. It's, again, evasion rate plus 6%. Remember, with the dash, you're an SA, but when you're invisible, you're an iframe. So keep that in mind. It's a 1.5-second cooldown, which is great. So that means you can fit in a skill in between each dash. So you can, if you want, always be protected if you want. Now, this skill... What is this skill? I think this is just his normal attack, right? Yeah, his normal attack doesn't really do anything special, to be honest. It doesn't give you a buff or anything like that. It just recovers MP, which is good. Now, you also have the teleport hourglass. So you can do the teleport hourglass. So when you do skills, you can go back to it. I'm pretty sure you can also do some sort of attack when you also do that. But I haven't managed to figure that out yet. So... there you go. Next up, we have down left click, I want to say. Is it down left click? Yeah. Down left click. All of a sudden, it's gotten very dark. What happened? All right, guys, sorry about that. Holy crap, it just became really dark and the time in the game changed and I was freaking out, like, what is happening? Holy crap, is there an event? I don't know. I don't know, the game just kind of freaked out and decided it wanted to be night again. Weird. So let's go back here. Let's go back to what we were doing. So down left click is a knockdown on the last hit, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's unprotected, as you saw, but it's fine. Knockdown and HP recovery is also very good because he doesn't have a lot of that, so it's good to have that. Here is Shift F, stiffness on good hits. It's a DP shred, and it's a knockdown on the last hit, 7-second cooldown. I really like the skill. The flow as well, Shift F into holding down F is a little bit more damage, and evasion rate minus 9% as well. So the one combo I've done is using Shift E into Shift F into F, and then doing any other skill you want to basically finish off your opponent. It's very, very good because you also get the knockdown at the end, and you also get the evasion down from this skill. So really, really strong. Of course, it's unprotected, but it's usually a combo skill. Here we have, I believe, is this forward left click or forward, what is this? Forward left click? No, forward right click. Oh, the little twirls on the air. So forward right click, really cool looking, as you saw. Let's do it again. So cool. So forward right click is a bound on good hits. It's decent damage, I have to say. Down attack and air attack. And it also, we have down a left click, I want to say. This is a float. Is this the right skill? Because they all look very similar. No, down right click is the one with the summoning. Okay, so down right click is good damage. It's a float again, so more CC but unprotected. What we found out is the Sand Snakes, you don't really need to do any shards. It's just kind of with it, you know, kind of like the Striker clones, I guess. They just are part of the skill. So it's more visual than actually practical and mechanical, which I like. I mean, makes it more less complex, so easier to play. Let's see. We have his shift left click maybe. This is a good damage skill. Super armor throughout. The debuff is insane. Movement speed minus 40% for 10 seconds, and it's a cooldown of 10 seconds, and you're protected while you do this. What the hell? There's also a flow here with 15-second cooldown, so you can't actually use it all the time, but every other time that you do shift left click, you'll be able to be in super armor and do some more damage. It's also a down smash and does so much damage, 15-17 by 6. So I think it's shift left click, right? So there you go. Oh, so cool. Probably one of the coolest skills that Hashashin has. So that's shift left click. Really, really good skill. You're going to be using this a lot. This, by the way, the flow can be used from any other skill that he does. So I'll show you this in shift right click when we look at it. So if you don't have shift left click up right now and you're doing shift right click, you can actually go into the slam at the end. So this slam right here. Not this one, but when he jumps in the air in this, that's his flow. So that can be comboed by other skills. So shift right click, another really, really cool skill. 13-second cooldown. This is what we saw his 200% be in the trailer. All accuracy rate minus 9%, so a crazy good debuff as well. Super armor throughout, and it also has a flow that does insane damage as well. It's also super armor and down smash. So this is what it looks like. So cool. You can hold it for an extended period of time, or you can just kind of let go. Shift right click into left click. There you go. Okay, so we have that. Really, really cool skill. And then we have down F. So down F is a bound on good spin hit, 6-second cooldown. Has basically air attack, down attack, down smash as well. Down F is this. It's like it's like a twirling kick. See if we can do it again. Does it have a flow? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Super cool. I didn't really use that one that much, but it's decent damage. The Q skill is his skill. It's kind of like his Q block. He still maintains the Q block, and he still maintains S block, even in Awakening. So good damage skill. It does forward guard, so while you use this skill. So this is what it looks like. His skill animations are just amazing. And also remember, like, you also have the Q block from pre-awakened. Okay, so let's see. We have that. Okay, so this is his right-click skill. You can do this after any skill. It's an AP buff, so AP plus 20. Also a good damage. It's full 100% crit rate, 5-second cooldown, so you can do anything and then do a right-click stab. This will give you the buff. So remember, in pre-awaken, you have the teleport backstab. You can do that from Awakening with any AP buff in the kit. So if you have a skill that gives you AP buff, in Awakening you do, of course, and pre-awakening you do as well, you can do what is called, I think, let's just take a look at it really quickly. Let's see, Arid Assault is the backstab. So that's a float, 13-second cooldown. You can E from any time you have that AP buff. So again, so we just need the AP buff, and now we can choose any target and go and backstab them. So there you go. Really, really cool. It works, of course, in pre-awakening succession as well, but it's just really cool that you can do that in Awakening. And remember, you go into pre-awaken because it's a pre-awaken skill. So that's another way to get into pre-awakening. Let's see what else we have. So that was really cool figuring that out. We also have forward F, which I showed you was the 100% skill. It's a super armor while using the skill. It's okay damage, and it's a stiffness only in PvE. It's a really long cooldown, unfortunately, 18 seconds, but this is what it looks like. Really, really cool. You can also cancel the animation. Let me lock my rage so I don't accidentally use it. Of course, we have to wait a little bit. So let's take a look at the next one here. This is the flow. I think if you hold it, you have super armor and it consumes 400 stamina. So let's just you dash into forward F immediately. So that way you can cancel the animation. There's a couple more animation cancels I'm sure you can do in this class that, you know, I've only had about an hour and a half to play around with Awakening right now. So I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that I'm missing, but this is what I've found so far with the kit. That's pretty much the last skill that we have for his Awakening. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I think this class, just the Awakening alone, looks so cool. It's sold me on the class. It's definitely sold me on the class. The Shift E grab was unbelievably amazing. It's got style, and I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna take a look at the succession, so I'll make a video separately about that. But I just want to get this Awakening video out. So let me know your thoughts on the Awakening Hashashin. Do you guys like it? I sure do. What do you think about that grab? Holy crap! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like or dislike this video. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. Click that bell icon as well to get notified of my next video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.